Welcome back to Arcadia Fallen. In the last episode, we made it into the Forbidden Library. I already forgot what it was called. We had a bit of an argument, and then Anne found a doohickey that kind of looks like the spirit locket, but not quite. But then the demon in Ronan showed up and used it to almost steal Anne. Maybe, I don't know, that part was kind of unclear, but then I alchemied so good and he got scared off. But then he said he knew how to charge it up, which is worrisome for a lot of reasons. And then he grinned and disappeared into the darkness.
We've gotta go.
We can't let them escape like this. You move to rush forward, but a hand on your shoulder holds you back.
Don't be a fool. He's already gone. This is troublesome. We have to decide on a course of action fast.
I wonder...
I'm not sure what just happened, though. We didn't use the locket to seal this time, but to attack?
Fascinating.
It seems you are finally able to tap into the demon's souls in the locket. That's good. It will certainly be useful down the line.
This is...
Are you all right, Anne? You look a bit pale.
I'm fine. Just rattled. I think I understand just what that locket is capable of now.
Any soul, period?
Huh?
What do you mean?
Actually...
When that light hit me, it felt like it struck my soul and was pulling it straight out of me. Pulling? You don't mean...
I'm pretty sure Ronan just tried to seal my soul away in that locket.
Are you okay, Anne? You're not hurt? I still have my soul, if that's what you're asking, yes. This is disturbing, to say the least, though. What a disturbing kind of magic.
Huh.
I know this must be hard for you, but let's try not to judge before we have their side of the story.
About that.
That's gonna be difficult, though, isn't it? No one's here for us to ask? I'd say the library they left behind is as good a place to start as any. We should look around. Wise words, my friend. There must be something here that can give us a clue as to what happened. Blackboard. There's a large blackboard on one of the walls. It's filled with scribbles of half-finished calculations and mysterious runes that might be a foreign language or just someone's really terrible handwriting. At the bottom, a message is written in much neater handwriting. I know what you did, Chris. I swear if I find one more fake spider in my things, I'm gonna have Liv weld your boots to the ceiling. Bjorn. Nothing useful here. We should keep looking. Desk. There's a desk near where Anne found the spirit locket. Schematics and papers are scattered around, all written in a dry academic tone that's hard to comprehend. Among the dusty literature, big yawn. Sorry. Among the dusty literature, your eye is caught by a book with a bright and friendly cover.
Huh?
A children's book? I guess even stuffy scientists need a break once in a while. Well, let's peek into it at least. You crack open the pages, which are dry and stiff with age, and begin to read.
So...
There was once a child with a mischievous mind. He liked pulling pranks on the people he liked. Friends, families, even strangers sometimes would find milk in their boots and toes in their tea. The people cursed and swore at the laughing child. Little did they know something had taken root in his heart. A spirit of rage had found a place to call home, and the more they cursed, the stronger its hold became. The hate grew much larger than the boy, and he split down the middle like a nut cracked open. His kin was slain by the cycle of anger they had caused. And in the end, there was nothing left but the mirage.
Yikes!
Old fairy tales really are something. let's just leave this here now, before it gives us all nightmares. Alright, shelves. You walk among the bookshelves, searching for anything about this spirit locket. There are mostly huge tomes of historical records you won't even begin to go through, but eventually you do find a pile of folders that look relatively new compared to everything else down here. Project Mirage is printed in bold letters across the front.
Huh?
Did you find something? You open the folder. Most of the writing doesn't mean anything to you. Yawn again, I'm sorry. Calculations and schematics are strewn across the page. However, there is one thing you definitely understand. An old photograph.
Whoa!
That looks like Elizabeth, and Althea, and Rune? Maybe? I don't know. We know one person with glasses.
Well...
It sure looks like it.
Huh?
She looks so young. This must have been taken ages ago. Oh, don't tell her I said that. Mimic's exclamation draws the attention of the others, who walk over.
My, the old alchemy master was quite the looker, wasn't she?
That woman with her. That looks like Alethea.
Really?
Seriously? Both of them knew about this place?
Hmm?
Yet none of them chose to speak to us about it. Given everything that's happened, why keep it a secret? I'm sure she had her reasons, right? Let's go talk with the alchemist and get to the bottom of this. Outside, the sun has already set, but there's still light in the old alchemy shop.
There you are.
Yep, here I am.
How is the demon hunt coming along?
You knew things, and you didn't tell me. But I'm not actually... Something like that. You could say we've been hunting some demons from the past.
Hmm?
The past? What in the world are you talking about now? You hand the picture to Elizabeth, and she immediately grows pale.
Where did you get this?
Forgotten library.
About that.
We found it in a library hidden under the town. Among an archivist's collection.
I don't understand. That door was supposed to be sealed.
How did you?
Archivist. It's a secret, though.
Of course. I should have known. Well...
Please, Elizabeth? You must understand that it's better we get the truth from you instead of finding it ourselves. Since when did you start sounding so wise? But you're right, you deserve to know.
First thing first. The locket. Is it safe?
Mine or the red one? If by safe you mean currently in the hands of the demon we've been hunting, then yes.
Letherous mercy.
Just what kind of locket is it? And what's Project Mirage?
It's not that simple.
It's quite a long story.
Look.
Then you had better get started. Elizabeth takes a deep, shuddering breath.
I see.
I have already shared with you how I once worked as an alchemist for the Empire. The truth is, though, the locket in your hands. Many years ago, I helped build it. The Empire needed a weapon to fight against the North, and spirit lockets were very effective. But the war dragged out, and eventually the spirits we had used as fuel disappeared.
Really?
You hunted them to extinction.
I wonder...
Or they merely found better places to hide. We don't know for sure, but what is certain is that it started a massive arms race trying to find an alternative energy source for the lockets. That's how Project Mirage started. Ancient records showed that when an abundance of emotion is gathered in a certain location, a spirit might spring to life. A mirror, or mirage. Supposedly, they are brittle things, with little shape or form, and dissolve quickly depending on the strength of the emotion they are born from, like a bad feeling lingering in the air. Our goal was to build a locket that could safely trap and preserve a mirage as an alternative to nature spirits. It would be a near endless source of energy. With the war raging, there was an abundance of rage and sorrow to pick from. We just needed the right tool.
That seems odd.
Why have I not heard of this? Even if you didn't succeed, it should be in the Academy's archive. I've read every book on alternative energy sources in existence and never once heard about this project.
That's because we succeeded.
Huh?
Pardon?
It's not that simple.
Liv was a genius tinker, years ahead of her time, and she succeeded in creating a second generation of lockets. But it was never used in the war. Because mirages are mirrors of human souls, an unexpected feature of the invention was the ability to lock away human souls as well.
That seems odd.
Well, that is quite problematic. Trust me, I realize. I don't understand why it would make you shelve the project. The human spirit doesn't possess any magic. That's why spirits were used instead.
Normal human spirits don't. But what about mages?
A tense silence falls over the room.
If just...
You must understand. The Empire was desperate. The people were getting sick of the never-ending war. Alethea kept getting called back to the capital, and every time she returned, she seemed more distant. We knew something was coming, and we didn't want to risk this discovery becoming a weapon to be used against the very people who built it.
Let's see.
So you sealed the locket away?
Yes.
On Liv's insistence. She still believed that in a time of peace, the locket might be used for good, and so she and the other researchers hid their discovery. Locked it away. Many of them were later killed in the Great Cleansing, or disappeared north. I too left my post and decided to set up shop in town, to keep an eye on things.
I can't believe this.
And when demons showed up, you didn't think that it might be related?
Lethrus, grant me strength.
The demon seal beneath this town is no secret to the Empire, at least not to those they deem important enough to know. This location was chosen because of its unique situation. In order to build a spirit locket, after all, you need spirits to test it on.
Oh.
That sounds really horrible.
Huh?
How? The demons were sealed away, right? It's not easy, and definitely not cheap, but it is possible with the right mages to open a seal like that and drag a single spirit through, do the experiments, and then return it to its prison.
Huh.
That certainly sounds ethical. Those poor spirits. Well,
So...
that certainly explains the grumpiness. You don't think an apology will do the trick, do you? Well, it would be amusing. Nope. That is Victoria talking, not Elizabeth talking. While it would be amusing to watch you try and hand an apology to Ronan, I have to say it's quite the stretch.
Is it possible that Ronan, or the demon possessing him, is one of those spirits extracted for these experiments?
Let's see.
It would certainly explain his grudge against us humans, and also how he knew about the locket and its location. You think this has been his plan all along?
Look.
He went after the alchemy shop to steal your locket. We thought it was because he was going to use it, but he might have known it was the key to enter the library. I wonder, though, how he was planning to get his hands on the blood of an archivist.
I see.
Maybe he was planning to possess you later down the line.
Oh, really?
Well, the thought is flattering. He couldn't possibly have predicted that I would show up. Could he? Doesn't matter anyway. As things stand now, he already has the locket he was looking for.
What would be his next step?
He'd need to charge it. Find a mage he can seal away, so he can use the locket to break the seal.
His minions have already failed in recruiting Anne and me for this. So who would be his next target?
Quinn! Quinn might be in danger. We have to go warn them immediately.
I agree that it is a possibility, but please remain calm. Now that we know his plans, we have the opportunity to lay a trap.
I'm not doing so without informing Quinn. I'm not gonna make them be bait, just for funsies.
Oh, really?
I thought you'd be running straight back to the capital after this to get permission from your handler. Michael.
Huh.
What? No, I'm merely pointing out that if word gets back to Alethea that the locket is here, you can wave goodbye to any chance of us laying a trap to get it back. Victoria?
I was tasked with putting a stop to this. We can't let Ronan succeed. We'll proceed on our own for now. Alethea did order that we take care of this any way possible without drawing attention to ourselves. This is the best way to do that.
That's... okay then.
Very well.
I can't believe I'm saying this. But thank you, Victoria.
Please don't.
So what do we do now?
We lay a trap for a demon.
Chapter 4. The Mage's Ward.
Okay, so here's the plan. Since Ronan still believes we're clueless about his next target, we have an edge.
We're going to prepare and be ready for when he strikes.
Really?
That seems like quite a lot. What do you intend to do? Stake out my shop? If necessary, that's what we'll do. Oh my.
About that.
I bet Artemis can make some alchemy potions that would be helpful for fortifying the shop. We'll trap him for sure. Maybe you should leave town for a while, Quinn? You could visit Eridus for a few days? Then you wouldn't be in harm's way.
Absolutely not.
I am not going to hide away. What would my customers think if I just up and vanished like that? What about the library then? We can set up a base for you down there? Surely that would be safer.
Look,
It's not like the library is impenetrable. Ronan has already proven himself capable of entering it, despite its protections.
How curious.
Only someone with the blood of an archivist should be able to open that door, correct? How did he get inside?
huh.
That's what I'd also like to know. There's still so much about our demon friend that remains unclear. Maybe we should go and talk with Kim again? He might be able to give us a bit more insight into his brother's behavior.
Well,
If we can find him, that is. He usually comes to us, not the other way around. But I agree, it's worth looking into.
this is the plan.
We will bolster our defenses, learn more about the enemy, and finally, set the trap. A simple but efficient strategy. Don't worry, I'm sure we'll find a way to complicate things.
Why me?
This is it.
Let's do this, everyone. Go team! Woo!
Is something wrong, Victoria? You look like you want to say something.
Merely waiting for the gloating to start. Go ahead. Call me a hypocrite.
You should know by now, I'm not really the type to revel in others' misfortunes.
Which somehow just makes this even more frustrating. I criticized you for going against orders, and now I went and did the same. Just like that time.
Victoria, out of all of us here, you have proved to be the one most capable of dealing with problems with a level head and a calm mind. What happened between you and the hunters, I can't say I understand. But I do know that no matter what we might be facing in the future, I trust you to steer us in a just direction.
Anne is right. You really are soft as a jellyfish.
You don't say.
However, I think I needed to hear some soft wisdom for a change. Thank you, Caden.
Anytime.
I was gonna end the episode when I came out here to the map, but then they started talking and I didn't want to cut that off. So for now, bye bye!